Hey y'all, I just wanted to let you know that on my SD shop, I have energy healing sessions that you could book with me, and I open personal readings back up. So if you are interested, come check it out. Thank you.
Alright, so I'm watching this T video where Malia, she's trying to leave. So um I don't really fuck with nobody in this community, y'all. So I don't have no permission of the video, so I ain't gonna be able to show it. And yeah, but I'm gonna talk about it and then I'm gonna do a reading. But I'm wondering because I know she ran away once, so this is new. It has to be because it's live, right? All right. Anyways, so I'm going to watch a little bit, come back and speak about it if I have any insight on it and everything. Some things that I noticed so far is that it must be fucking exhausting being those members. Like, for one, every time Eligio is talking, you have to sit there and listen to him and stare at him and be like in awe and agreement with everything. Like, and then cause I'm at the part where Malia left and now she came back and she like giving my passport and shit like that. Um, I'm pissed off at the fact that Naturi and the rest of the members is sitting here acting like Malia is crazy after all the shit that. Hold on, y'all. I look like that car. After all the shit that he be putting them through with all this mind control bullshit, this 333 shit, like I know that a lot of them want to crack. So it's like the fact that they sit there, especially Nateri though, it's like the last time Nateri left and she was trying to fight Malia and Malia didn't want to fight her, she came back like she was regretful of that. Like she could understand these women pain, but she keeps showing that she full of shit. Like if Natira leave, which I feel like she might, I feel like Natira would leave if a better opportunity presents itself. Which she have a messed up way of perceiving things. So if any man was to come along and they seem to want to take care of her or want to uplift her or something or make her feel like she's some type of queen or some shit. Cause I feel like Nateri specifically wants to be part of an organization and she wants to be some type of leader of that organization. Um, the eyes though. People don't look as tired as they usually do though. I will say that, like, there's a little life in their eyes, so that let me know that in the background they've been feeding off of some type of energy. Like it could be them. I feel like the other members get energy when Eligio targets one person, and Eligio will target that one person and go in on them and punish them and do all this shit to them. The other members, they feed off of that energy because during that time, Eligio might do something like compliment somebody else just to make, like, I'm sure that person was Malia. I'm sure that when the camera was off, Malia had to go through a lot of shit. So when he was doing that to her, he probably was complimenting some of the other people. Like, such and such does a better job than you. I don't even need you, or some shit like that. And that puts like a light, a little bit of light in them, because they feed off of those breadcrumbs. What else have I noticed? Man, I wish I had somewhere where women can come, and man, anybody that's trying to get away out of a situation like that, where they could come and transition. Because, and I know that it's programs out there, but I don't feel like they try to work through the mind. Like, even with deprogramming, it's a slow process. But if you was to implement spirituality, energy healing and shit like that, I feel like the healing process would be quicker. It would still take time, but it would be quicker. I don't feel like when you have somebody has experienced spiritual abuse, like somebody who getting out of a cult, like, that takes more than just mental healing and counseling. Um, and I just don't feel like Malia have somebody. I don't believe she have friends. I don't believe she have family. Yeah, she could go to a halfway house, a shelter, or something like that. But in her mind, I feel like she feel like it's better to go back there than to do that. Because when you tell people repeatedly, if you tell a person repeatedly, especially a person that's in a weak state of mind, in a weak state of being, that you can't do this, you can't take care of yourself, you need me. It's like the first sign of failure. Like, let's say she get out in the world and, let's say that she trying to find somewhere to go and she can't the first couple days, so she just give up. Like, the first resistance is going to make her feel like maybe that person was right. So let me go back and just beg and plead, because maybe they was right. So they have to be strong enough to fully walk away from that. Like, people who left and they stayed gone is usually people who had people. Like, let's say Velvet, for instance, even though she went back and shit like that, but she was able to go and be with family. Nateri, she was able to go and be with family. They had somewhere to go. Malia, I don't believe that she had that. Even though when she left that one time, I don't think that this was family that actually cared about her. I felt like this was family that made her feel like she was some type of burden. And I feel like that's why she begged him to come back. I feel like this is family that hurt her. I feel like Malia family triggers her because she have like a lot of childhood wounds when it comes to them, and feel violated. So I want to see Malia escape that, but the likelihood, because of the lack of support, is really small because of the lack of support. And yeah, people could look at this and be like, man, if I was in a situation, I would never let that nobody talk to me. I'd rather be homeless. I'd rather mm, there's a need for more compassion, because you don't know unless you've been in that exact situation. You don't know how you will be or how you will react. It's possible to get out of that situation, but it's hella hard. I mean, with her being there for so long, with him working on her for that long, it's hard. So I'm just hoping people will stop, be more compassionate, have more empathy for the situation. Even though when Eligio get these people back, one of the first things he make them do is demonize themselves. He will embarrass them. He will haze them. So, and some people that we will look at that and see that, and then we lose all empathy and compassion for them, because we was like, damn, we was rooting for you. But it's like you just spit in our face. But you do have to understand, like, these are really hurt people who felt like the world spit in their face. Now, we don't owe them nothing, because I feel like a lot of times when they leave, they might ask for some form of support, money or some shit like that, and then they take it and go right back. Nah, but energetically, having compassion, wishing them well, goes a long way. It does a lot. One thing I want to point out is that Eligio looking at his creation and not being satisfied. He was angry at the man for not taking lead, but he didn't give them no orders, and that's all they know how to do. Like, he made them brain dead. So the fact that he's upset that they didn't do something, like, is insane to me. He was just playing with their consciousness, making them go to sleep, making them wake up like they robots. He was just playing with their consciousness, and he mad that they just stood there. Yo, imagine having a robot that cooks, clean, and do shit around the house and stuff. You gonna have to set that order for it to go do anything. You will have to put that programming in the robot to go do anything. So that let me know that Eligio, he felt alone because he not even around real people no more, but he did that to them. So when there's a some high emotional thing going on and he feel like, oh, I need emotional support, the people around him is incapable of that. But he did that to them. He made them into people that can't think on their own. And it's just interesting, the complete lack of accountability. It's not just lack of accountability, it's like there's lack of realization. Like, shit like this make me think that Eligio is dumb as fuck and slow. Cause he wanna seem like he this divine being, that he's the highest consciousness. But yet, he can't even understand why they acting like that. He can't understand why Malia feel the way she do. If you at the height of consciousness, you would be able to understand that. That's what I'm saying, man. And I know that Leo is afraid. That's why he don't want to be alone. That's why he need all those people around him. When he's alone, I mean, like for even a little bit, he instantly get attacked by his demons. He get attacked by them when he with them. It was some video that I seen a long time ago where he was talking shit and then something dropped in the background and he jumped like it scared the shit out of him. This motherfucker is scared. He's scared and he's weak as fuck. And everything, all his source of power is something external from him. Everything. If all those people was to drop dead right now, he will feel empty. He will feel lost. And he wouldn't have nobody to blame but himself. I don't got all fancy and got me an air fryer. Okay, so it's just amazing how these women, when they was talking to her, they was talking about getting dick. Boy, that's just the lowest of the low there. They talking about getting dick. Saying that she should be grateful because she get dick. She probably don't even really want it. She probably feel like she don't have no choice. And the fact that they running up on her, hitting her, disrespecting her, not letting her leave, is crazy. And then all of these women are hella disrespected. And they out here doing that. And they saying she should be grateful for getting this motherfucker dick. Malia is probably like the only person, the only woman there now that has sense. Because she keeps saying that she want more. It's not genuine. She want more. And I feel like, you know what? I feel like before all of this happened, they do this to her all the time. And I feel like they quick to put their hands on her. They quick to bully her. Because they all mad at her for dick. Of all things. It's so much dick out there. It's so much dick in the world. Like that was painful to watch, man. I really hope that she doesn't come back. And if she does, I don't believe it's because she want to. I really feel like she do want more. It's because her options are limited. I was up here thinking about them being mad about not getting dick. Like, that really tripped me out. That really tripped me out. Because, I mean, if you zoom out and you look at it, right? These motherfuckers are complaining. They showing the flaws of polygamy. If polygamy was something that was a good thing to society, it wouldn't have this it wouldn't have this many fucking issues. Like, The one girl, I can't remember her name right now. Like, I went on a weed fast and now I smoked like half a joint, bitch, and I'm like high as fuck. That shit absolutely insane. The light skinned girl that be giving him head every night. Boy, I don't see how they do it. Like every night, and then I know some nights are worse than others. Like, okay, for one, he always, I think I'd be so terrified to suck his dick. I would be scared out my motherfucking mind, bitch. Especially fucking with Nateri. Now, you don't want to believe in diseases all you want, bitch. But I don't want something that is going to make my pussy swell up like that. Like the pain that she said that she went through, I don't want that. So I just know, like, it must be hard. And I'm sure he have her sucking his dick like in between sections and stuff like that. I mean, imagine what it smelled like. That's a horrible position. And then she can't even get no dick. He make her suck his dick, and then he go have sex with somebody else. That's torture. That's hell for real. And they up here complaining, and they mad at Malia instead of being mad at that nigga. Like, these women supposedly be queens, but it's nothing about them that I look up to. I don't want to be complaining about not getting some dick. I don't want to be out here screaming, going through a whole exorcist because I'm dealing with this nigga and he making me crazy. It's nothing about these women that I look at and be like, I want to be that. And that is what he creating. And he up here had the audacity to say, like, that's a McDonald's. That's a McDonald's, bitch. That's a Walmart. And he talking about he be trying to take these women and make them into queens. The motherfucker is delusional as hell. Like, it's nothing appealing or attractive about a man that cannot make good decisions. That's why he be disgusting me. Because if you can't make good decisions and you supposed to lead, and I feel like I can't follow you, like, bitch, I'm scared to follow you. That shit ain't gonna work. But that's the type of person that he is, and he feel like he gained something from it. That's why he's in delusional. He delusional. That's why people call him a narc. And when you look into that disorder, it's a real disorder. So why the fuck haven't you healed that? And I can't believe that these people sit here and co-sign with his bullshit. Like, he always right. He never fucking wrong. I mean, it has to be exhausting, man. I mean, just imagine. This motherfucker is so motherfucking insecure that you can't never critique them. You can't never suggest some shit to him. And then he mad about the people around him, like, this is what I have to deal with. But motherfucker, you dealing with it. Like, you can't see how retarded that is. You can't see how you created this. So you don't feel like you the ruler of your reality. That's a motherfucking facade. Cause you can't see that. It ain't nothing about this childish ass dude He childish as fuck. It ain't nothing appealing about that. I mean, nothing at all. That's why he always gonna attract low vibrational beings. People that's afraid. People that run away from their problems. People that's not strong. He will always attract zombies. People at the last of they look like they at the bottom of the thing, and they just gave up pretty much. They just gave up. Something done that boy. That's some crazy shit right there. Oh, yo, and that neighbor, she was funny as hell. And I don't know who was holding the camera. Like, I seen him before, but I don't remember his name. He like damn near non-existent. He just like a motherfucking shadow. He don't even know how to, like, he gonna tell that woman, don't worry about it. She like, yeah, bitch, I am worried about it. Just go in the house. Bitch, who the fuck is you talking to? She like, bitch, trust and believe. Because I could tell by the way that she was talking that, like, her spider senses are tingling. He ain't going to be able to stay there for too much longer. I can't believe he even did that. Like, move in a neighborhood where they so close together. I mean, it's really an accent, because when you in the environment, it is a Floridian accent. I don't even be realizing it until sometimes I sit here and I listen to people. Oh, look at these rose petals. They're so pretty. I hope this wasn't due to a fight, though, because shit been crazy lately. I've been seeing that a lot lately. Like, walking on the sidewalk, and I would see these petals, bright petals, pink, red, white. And they not from, like, a plant nearby. Somebody had to come and do that. Now, I don't think much of it. Like, symbolically, I do. But I don't think it's, like, no shady shit. It's instances. Like, yeah, somebody could have had got in a fight right there and been like, you know what, fuck your flowers, and threw it at somebody, and the rose petal broke off, and now they on the sidewalk. But for me to see it and observe it and to notice it, it symbolically means something to me. So it is what it is. It's a nice motherfucking day. It's a breeze and everything, blue skies. I do like, a little clouds in here, but it's real pretty. I have noticed the energy definitely shifted. Definitely. I did see a monarch butterfly. It was flying. I think I talked about it in one of my, I don't know if I released that recording or not. And then I seen, I think it was a moth, but at first I thought it was a monarch butterfly because it had like the same patterns, but it was a moth. I don't know, kids been extra friendly to me. Like, they will go out their way to say hey to me. It be other people too, but like it's this one lady, she a Leo. Oh my goodness. Like, she came up one day. I was walking with my daughter, and she was like, "You ate pizza last night." I knew that, and kept walking. I was like, just nodding my head. She was talking to my daughter, and then, she turned around. She like, "You ate pizza last night?" And my daughter was like, "No, we haven't ate pizza in ages." And then she's like, "Well, I seen somebody walking with a box of pizza." It's like her energy shift. I don't know. This lady, like, her energy be shifting real quick. She a Leo. Like, one time she stopped me. She always stop and talk. And I don't be feeling like it. So I be like, all right, I need to go. Like, I'm listening to something. I need to go do something. And then her smile would turn into a frown, and she would instantly just walk away. And I was like, damn, bitch, is you mad? Like, I don't know. And then when that happened, I don't know, man. Sometimes I be feeling like people be watching my YouTube over here. I gave my YouTube to one person here, but this girl is a Libra. And I feel like, at first in my mind, I kept trying to tell myself, like, she don't watch it. She don't watch it. Like, I wanted to believe that. Cause it was like, this was like a long time ago. So long, like when I first started YouTube. And I told her about it. You know. But then I started to notice, like, she popular. Like, she know all the people and stuff like that. She introduced me to this Taurus woman that I seen many times before. And I spoke to her like maybe once or twice, but she was uninterested. Like, one time I was telling her that she was listening to an audiobook out loud. Like, she don't ever use headphones. Everything she listens to out loud. And I was telling her that if you have a library card, you could go on this app and you could get free audiobooks. She looked up and was like, all right. So I was like, all right, child. And I just kept on walking. And then one day I was sitting outside. The Libra girl came out. Something happened with me in the neighborhood. And she was like, yeah, something. She was asking me about it, but like in a like subtle way. She was like, I'm just wondering if you was okay. Dang, twins just walked by me. Twin kids. Alright, here this goes. Shit is crazy. So, hold on. I'ma let it stay a mystery, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you exactly what happened. But I was calm through the process. I was calm. Um, so she wanted to get more information, and I gave her something like very vague. It was like a 3-word sentence or something, because I wasn't going to talk about it. She was like, oh, okay. And then she started to tell me things about the neighborhood. I mean, she know all the motherfucking tea, like when it comes to certain things, like she know who died. Somebody died in one of the apartments. We got new management now, and she was talking about that. So the shit that she was telling me, I like, damn, that's fucking crazy. And it's like, this information was important. I needed that information because it was some shit happening at the time with me and my divine homegirl that I had that like initiation experience with. So it was something going on with us at the time with the management. So what she was telling me, that shit was important for me to know. It's something that, information that I was waiting on anyways. So we talked about it, and then the Taurus came out. The Taurus woman, she real low key. Like, she'll walk over to a table. She like this one specific table. She sit at it often, even when nobody else is out here. She smokes cigarettes. She'll say hey, but she won't say too much. So the Libra girl knew her by name. And the Libra girl started saying, yeah, I was just telling her about the stuff that's going on in apartments. So she started to tell this other woman. And I seen the woman like open up, like gossip opens you up. Dead ass. You got to know the energy and what is it. Like, I don't mind gossip, but I try to participate with it in a way that I be proud of later. So then me and the Taurus lady started talking about a few things. I asked her what's her Zodiac sign. She was like, why you want to know that? I think that's the first time somebody said that to me. So I felt like it caught me off guard because I thought about it. I told her that I always wondered what her zodiac sign was. And then I told her what I speculated. I was thinking Earth or fire. I was thinking Earth or fire. So she told me her zodiac. And then I was like, all right, y'all, I'm about to hear that. After talking with them a little bit more, like, I'm about to hear that. So I walked off. And I heard them talking in the distance. This is the same day that somebody was blowing bubbles. And I caught a few of them in my hand. And I was like, damn, these bubbles last for a long motherfucking time. They last a long motherfucking time. Like, these bubbles just would not pop. Like, I was walking with them. So I decided to squeeze them. And they was motherfucking plastic. I gotta look that shit up. I took a picture of it and put it on IG. And I'm like, what in the sorcery? Cause these was bubbles that she was blowing through a little bubble thing. Like a regular bubble. So now they got plastic bubbles. So then I did my hair. And I came outside one day and the Taurus lady was out here. And she really liked in my hair. She was like, who did your hair? I said, I did. And then I started telling her, like, how I got to doing my hair. Because it is a story. Like, I felt like I had to learn how to do my hair. Because every time I would go to a hairdresser, they would be shady as fuck with me. I don't know what it is. Like, they would be so shady with me. Like, they won't do my hair right. Afterwards, they want to charge me extra and shit. And, I mean, damn. They were, like, be other with me. And I'm just chilling. Like, I'm just fucking chilling. Like, I don't even be talking. I just sit there. Like, one time, this girl was doing my hair. Her boyfriend came over. He sat on the couch. I'm in middle school at this time. They was high schoolers. She gonna ask me, do I think her boyfriend cute? And I was like, I just told her yeah, because I felt like that's what she wanted to hear. Like, I don't know. I was so confused by that. I'm still confused by that shit. She like, do you think my boyfriend cute? I didn't even look at him. I just was like, yeah. And he looked at her and said, why you ask that girl that? And she giggling and shit while doing my hair. And then it don't ever come out right. And then they complain about your hair too thick, da da da, like, and they want to charge you extra. And sometimes I understand because it would take longer to do my hair. But I ain't want to deal with that shit anymore. So I was like, man, fuck that shit. I'm just going to do my own hair. And I started to learn. And I did all types of shit too. Back in the day, I was more versatile. Like, with, because I cut my hair off once. I cut it off because I was transitioning from perm to natural. And I went and tried to cut off the ends, and I like fucked that shit all the way up. Like, so I was like, I told my dad to just get his clippers and cut it off, and I just start over. So for a little while, I would wear a wig sometimes, and then I would just be bald. When I was bald, I felt like I attracted a lot of women because I looked like a boy when I was bald. One time, I was sitting in the car, and my friend came back, and he was like, "You remember that girl from middle school?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "She seen you sitting in the car. She thought you was a boy, so she told me to give you her number." mm. So yeah, I never called her. I never talked to her. I only asked a girl out once, and it was like fucked up. This what happened. This girl, she worked at a Adobe or whatever. It's something like a Chipotle. And I would see her. I would see her when I go there, because at that time I was like into hiking. And then afterwards I would go there to get something to eat. And when I would see her, like, we wouldn't talk much, but we used to have like little conversations. And then one day I was at Walmart getting something like late at night, and I was looking super busted. Like, my hair was sticking all up over my head and shit, because I just took out braids and it was still dirty. I ain't washed it yet. Like, I think I was there getting shampoo or something. And I was just looking super busted, and I run into this girl. And when I ran into her, I just started shaking my head. I apologize for looking so busted. And she was like, "Nah, you still look cute. You still look cute." Before then, I felt like she kind of liked me. So I was like, I'm going to ask her out. So it was this other girl that she worked with, and they always talking and shit. Like, they seem like really close friends. So she wasn't there, the girl I was going to ask out, but the close friend was there. So I pulled her to the side, and I was like, do you think that your friend like girls? Because I'm thinking about asking her out. And then she was like, she like, yeah, she like girls, because that's my girlfriend. Oh my God. I said something stupid like, congratulations or something. Yo, I was so awkward. I was like, oh, congratulations. And then I gave her a hug and I was like, all right, bye. I know they talked about me when I left. I was cracking up. I was laughing. I thought that shit was so funny. I called my homegirl my bestie and she was like, dang. That shit was so funny. Mm-mm-mm. I don't even know what I was talking about beforehand.